Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Műsoraink sok nyelvet tartalmaznak. Kérjük, tekintse meg itt suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Animals are sentient beings. And just as we want to be free from fear or terror, so does every animal want to avoid slaughter.
Supreme Master Ching Hai gratefully present the Shining World Compassion Award to Mr. Bob Isaacson and Dharma Voices for Animals, DVA, with a humble contribution of $10,000 as a token of loving support for their noble work in promoting Buddhist teachings of compassion for the noble people of the animal kingdom. May Buddha always bless you and protect you every day. Please watch on to find out more. Harmlessness is the only religion. Jain Maxime, Jainism.
Warning: sensitive images.
Mingalaba is the former Burmese greeting, which means, may you be blessed. Welcome to our show, splendid viewers. My name is Dempo, a vegan person from the Green Pea Fowl Kingdom in Myanmar, and it's a pleasure to have your company today. I just love nature, especially the flower blossoms. The beauty of nature also opens your heart with love and appreciation for all the people of the animal kingdom. Today, we continue with our show, Bob Isaacsons' Vegan Insights on the Buddha's Love of Animal Kingdom People, Part 2 of 2. As we discovered in the first episode, Mr. Bob Isaacson is a lay Buddhist teacher who has profound compassion for all sentient beings. He is co-producer of the film Animals and the Buddha and president and co-founder of Dharma Voices for Animals. Through our discussion with him, we learned many of the noble teachings of the Buddha that still give people such wise guidance for their lives today.
This is not only for Buddhism, of course. Many, actually most religions, talk about karma as the law of cause and effect. And karma teaches us that we don't want to be eating animals. And then also there's a couple of teachings in the Noble Eightfold Path. And one is wise action, or sometimes called right action. And right action is very similar to the precept. It's about non-harming sentient beings. And then finally, right or wise livelihood. Specifically, it talks about different professions and occupations 2,600 years ago when the Buddha was alive that we should avoid. And one of them is raising animals for slaughter. So it goes beyond just eating them. The Buddha said, don't raise animals for slaughter. So even if the person's not killing the animal, they're violating the Buddhist teachings, specifically wise livelihood. So all these teachings inspired me.
The Buddha's wisdom concerning the right livelihood is a very important and timely consideration. We people from the animal kingdom can see how humans suffer when they make poor choices, so we implore you all to please choose wisely when it comes to not only your diet, but also how you earn your living. Fortunately, the organization Dharma Voices for Animals, or DVA, provides much support to people in various countries to help them make more enlightened and compassionate choices, such as guiding people on how to be vegetarian or vegan. DVA is a registered non-profit, non-governmental organization, or NGO. Mr. Isaacson told us more about why the organization was initially started.
Our inspiration to start Dharma Voices for Animals came when I'll speak for myself, when I realized that the Buddha's teachings, called the Dharma, is so clearly an invitation to not eat animals, and furthermore, to not eat animal products. So Chinese monastics are vegetarian, actually almost 100% vegan, same for the Vietnamese monastics. And so there are pockets, and that's a lot of people, but there are lots of monastics, monks and nuns in other countries. So there's very few vegetarians, let alone vegans. So what we decided when we realized that many Buddhists were not vegetarian, they were eating animal flesh, that we needed an organization.
Vegan, yes, be a saintly person.
We are so pleased to learn that Dharma Voices for Animals is doing such wonderful work in different countries. Let's pause for a moment to express our gratitude for all of the noble people and organizations that are bringing nobility and wisdom to our planet. When we return, we will learn more about the work that DVA carries out. Cheerful viewers, welcome back to our show. We are excited to share more about Dharma Voices for Animals, or DVA, such as the valuable work that they carry out in various countries.
It became pretty clear to us that we needed to do something ongoing and serious in different countries. So first we picked Sri Lanka. We had wonderful connections. We have an audience with the president of Sri Lanka. The former speaker of the parliament completely supports DVA and supports our message of not eating animals. So we decided we'd start in Sri Lanka first. It's a country of 21 million people, 15 million Buddhists, 70% are Buddhist, and there are 8,000 Buddhist temples. So what we do is we make presentations. We've been to almost 500 either temples or Sunday schools associated with temples. We've also been to industry. We give talks to factory workers all around the country. We talk at universities and public schools, not only Buddhist schools as well. Now we have a cookbook, and we are just on the verge of passing a major countrywide animal welfare bill in Sri Lanka. So as soon as Parliament in Sri Lanka gets back to business, we will, I'm very confident, pass the first major animal welfare bill, which helps farm animals. It helps all kinds of animals.
Wow! Such positive news for the animal kingdom people of Sri Lanka. Dharma Voices for Animals has also had success in Aulak, also known as Vietnam.
And I had a meeting with one of the top monks in the country, and his name is the Venerable Thich Tan Huan. He had just watched our film, Animals and the Buddha, with the Vietnamese subtitle. And so right away he saw this connection. He has been vegan since he's 3 years old, long before he became a monk when he was a teenager. And he said, "We love the film, let's work together." and he's the director now of our Vietnam project. And the relationship began, and maybe the reason we had this friendly working relationship is because he saw animals in the Buddha. So now we have a wonderful program, and what we're accomplishing is unbelievable. In Vietnam, before COVID, we were making presentations at the pagodas in Vietnam to an average of 1,000 people on Sundays. So we're getting tremendous publicity, and this is our message. Our message is to go vegetarian, better yet, go vegan. We have 50,000 monastics are members of the VBS, the Vietnamese Buddhist Sangha. And the Venerable is one of 3 people on the executive committee of VBS that sets the policy, sets the agenda for Buddhism in his country.
Thailand is another country where DVA is promoting a compassionate diet to Buddhist communities. They also plan to work more closely with Buddhist organizations in China in the near future. Mr. Isaacson spoke fondly of Supreme Master Ching Hai and has visited several Loving Heart restaurants throughout his international travels.
And I'm so grateful. So I went there, and I mean, the food was wonderful. You know, it's reasonably priced. There's all kinds of beautiful reminders about compassion on the walls. And then I saw her picture. It's amazing. This is the way you actually make a difference in the world. But you think about all the work that your master has done. I don't know how many restaurants, and plus the teaching to go along with it. I mean, this is a true series of acts of compassion. This is the way to specifically save the lives of millions, maybe billions of animals from where it starts in the heart. I'm so grateful for her, and to everyone part of our broadcast. I'm grateful to all of you for making this happen.
We are so grateful to Mr. Isaacson and the Dharma Voices for Animals teams in each country for the noble work that they are doing. We will end this show with a final thought from Mr. Isaacson.
So just as you and I and every human being wants to be happy, so does every animal. And just as we want to avoid suffering, we want to be free from suffering, so does every animal, every sentient being. So animals are sentient beings. And just as we want to be free from fear or terror, so does every animal want to avoid slaughter. So you just intuitively, we know this in our heart, that animals want to be free from pain, and they want to live a life of peace, just like we do.
Supreme Master Ching Hai gratefully present the Shining World Compassion Award to Mr. Bob Isaacson and Dharma Voices for Animals, DVA, with a humble contribution of $10,000 as a token of loving support for their noble work in promoting Buddhist teachings of compassion for the noble people of the animal kingdom. May Buddha always bless you and protect you every day.
Supreme Master Ching Hai is deeply grateful to the beloved God for all the financial help, comfort, and support to the afflicted and needy, and/or any good cause over the years, as a humble vessel for Hare's compassion and love toward Hare's precious children.
To learn more about Bob Isaacson and Dharma Voices for Animals, or DVA, as well as to watch his free documentary, Animals and the Buddha, please visit dharmavoicesforanimals.org.
Vegan, lawyer for justice for the animal people.
Magnificent viewers, it has been such a pleasure having your company today. Coming up next is Free Will is to Choose the Righteous Way, Part 3 of 3 on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. May each person in the world soon awaken to the profound benefits of veganism.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/AW.